You know, niggas gotta get their priorities together. Got their mind on the wrong things, spending their money in the wrong way.
Trapaholics, real trap shit.
Say you need that car with the rims and a trunk, just like Jim. It's more than life. Yeah.
I'm telling you. Talk to him.
Say you need that LV bag with the belt and the hat.
That's all you got though.
It's more than life. Yeah.
Talk to him. Real.
Say you wanna turn up at the club, light some bottles, impress them girls. It's more than life.
Fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Saints and Appetizers podcast. And today, you could say I have some dessert for y'all because by now you've seen everything I have to cook up for y'all. And with that, can I get a menu? And first, I want to talk about Devante Graham's DUI that he got while he was in Raleigh, North Carolina. And so he got that a while back. I'm just now covering that, but he got that a while back while he was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he was driving at he got pulled over at 2:49 a.m. while he was speeding. I think he was doing 63 and a 40, and he got pulled over. And when they took him in and finally did a toxicology breathalyzer on him, he was 0.11, which I think the legal limit is 0.08. So he was close to twice the legal limit. And it just doesn't seem like a New Orleans sports team off season without someone getting a DUI or DWI. We all know about PJ Williams a couple of years ago getting one, and then Deontay Harris getting one last year. So it's just we gotta get our quota with a player getting one of those, and it's just it just doesn't make a lot of sense with these players with the amount of money they got and the free services for the teams that they can call. I guess he couldn't get that free service because he was in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I don't know if there's a team member, a team agent that could get him while he was in Raleigh, North Carolina. But I'm sure he's got more than enough money to pay for an Uber or a taxi or a Lyft to come get him, so he doesn't have to do that. And I just don't really understand how any player, after the Henry Ruggs incident, killing someone and killing that girl and killing her dog, and now he's in prison for more than likely the rest of his life and losing his career, could drink and drive and speed and drive because Devante Graham, he was speeding as well. He wasn't just drinking and driving DWI. He wasn't just under the influence. He like Henry Ruggs. Well, Henry Ruggs was going a ridiculous amount over the limit. He was doing like 160 miles an hour or something ridiculous like that. Still, but he was speeding too. Graham was speeding as well. And after hearing that story of that girl burning her and her dog burning to death, I just don't understand how a player could do that after that and risk it all. But thank God that didn't happen in this situation. But come on, man, you got to be smarter than that. But I'm pretty sure the NBA and their rules, they're not as strict. They don't come and bring the hammer down as strict when it comes to things like this. And because they play so many games, you get suspended like 4 or 5 games. It's not as big of a deal when you miss like 4 games in a 16, 17 game season in the NFL like it is in a 80 plus game, 82 game season like it is in the NBA. So in the long run, it won't really matter that much. So, but still, got to be smarter than that. So, you know, just in the long run, it's just thank God no one got hurt. So, on to the next thing: security bag, or secure the bag, or security bag, and that's what we're talking about when we're talking Zion Williamson here, and he signed his rookie max contract deal, and it was a deal of 193 with a possibility of being maxing out at $231 million. And I think it's got some protections mixed in there to where he can make the 231, which is an extra 38 million, and it has no player option either, but the extra that he can make would be if he can play at least 60 games, is an all-star, and if they make the playoffs, so I think that's good that's in there. I think that makes it more of a security bag than him securing the bag. I think it works really good for both teams, and it also is really good that it doesn't have that player option, for that fifth, sixth year, that player option, because that's why the Lakers are in such a bad situation right now with Russell Westbrook right now, because he was able to pick up that player option this offseason with the Lakers of that $43 million. You saw the gates open where players could pick up that player option, and he picked that thing up real quick, and now they're stuck with him. And so the Pelicans did a good job not leaving a player option on the table with this contract, so they won't have to worry about that if Zion Williamson later down the road towards the end of this contract, if there's like a $50 million player option that he's able to pick up and he's injured and not even able to play, and towards the end of this contract he is able to pick up a $50 million player option that the Pelicans are not able to trade away or not able to cut, and then they cut him and they're still left with a $50 million player option, and that's really great that they were able not to have to put that in his contract. And on top of them finally getting this signed is awesome. I'm glad that they were able to sign him, because there were so many people in the media saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to play for them. He needs to hold out and not re-sign with them. He needs to come and play for the Lakers. He needs to come play with LeBron. He doesn't want to play with them. He needs to come and play with the New York Knicks." People like Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. Stephen A. Smith wanting them to play with the New York Knicks, or Shannon Sharp wanting them to play with the Lakers, and just saying that he didn't want to be there. And I just thought that was ridiculous. I'm just glad that all that blew up in their face, and he finally did re-sign with them. And it looks, and I think what fixed that all was winning. Winning is a cure-all. Winning is a cure-all, and people just put all that negativity out in the air because people are jealous that Zion is in New Orleans. That they want what they can't have, so they wanted to put that toxicity in the air so they could have what we have. And I'm glad that all blew up in their face. And then people talk about how it was kind of weird there during the whole playoff run of like, why isn't Zion playing? Why aren't they letting him play? And I kind of have like a weird theory behind that, kind of, because I think he could have played, and some people say like he was, like they were doing it kind of to protect him, and like they wanted him to be 100%. And I think that like he finally got healthy and finally acted like he wanted to play there towards the end. And I kind of think they almost kind of did that to like punish him almost to be like, oh well, you're healthy now, you're now that we're winning, you want to play, but no, we're not going to let you control the team and what you want to do because now that we're winning, I think they kind of did that kind of to punish him, not kind of to twist his arm and be ruthless and mean to him, but kind of to lay the hammer down and be like, you don't run the team, Zion. More of that than anything. But I think they did that to kind of show who's boss, kind of, because it seemed kind of weird that just automatically once the Pelicans started to win, that oh now Zion's just magically healthy. But when they were losing, he was nowhere to be found. But then once they started winning and looked like an exciting team, oh he's healthy, oh he's ready to play. So that's kind of my theory on when they started winning and going on their playoff run, that oh everyone was like, oh well he's dunking and he's on the sideline looking to play, looking like he's ready to play, and he's posting all these Twitter dunks. But I think they just held him out to show him who's boss, kind of. But that's kind of my opinion. But either way, I'm glad they got him signed. I'm glad he's here, and man, this is looking like a really exciting team. Okay, the final subject is rookie curse. Rookie curse. That is definitely what it is looking like to me. But the first summer league game, I mean, man, they looked good. They looked good at first. I mean, the game was competitive in the first quarter. They led after the first quarter 14-9, and then kind of in the middle of a what was it, an 18-0 run. I think it was 13-0 at the time, and then Dyson Daniels went down with a sprained right ankle. It took me a couple times to see what happened when I was watching it, but look, he stepped on a defender's foot as he was like spinning around and throwing it back to one of his players under the baskets. And then it just, the bottom completely fell out of it, and they just got pretty much blown out in the second and third quarter. They got blown out in the second quarter 17-13 and 9-23 in the third quarter. Just, it was just pretty much unwatchable after Dyson Daniels went out. But when I'm talking about the rookie, it seems like a rookie curse, rookie first round curse at least, because I know that Herb Jones and Trey Murphy and Jackson Hayes have been good. With Jackson Hayes, he was taken in the first, but I'm talking about Kyrie Lewis, Zion Williamson, and now Dyson Daniels have all gotten hurt, like in summer league play and off-season workouts, have all gotten hurt. So I'm going all the way back to 2019 with of course Zion Williamson. So he hurt his knee, so he was dealing with that pretty much all of his rookie season, and they were doing the load managing at the early part of the year, and he missed like a good portion of the season, and we all remember that. And then going to 2020 when they drafted Kyrie Lewis, he dealt with I don't remember exactly what injury he had, but he didn't play. He didn't even play in a game until January. and he was taken in the first round, so he didn't even play in a game until January. And then in December last year, 2021, he tore his ACL and sprained his MCL. And then we didn't have a first round pick in 2021. Didn't have a pick in 2021. And now Dyson Daniels in summer league play sprains his ankle. I mean, so what's the deal with our first round picks always getting injured in off-season summer league play? I mean, man, can we not catch a break? I mean, catch a break, not catch a break? I mean, it seems like we're cursed when it comes to first round rookies. I mean, I don't want to. Everyone says don't say the J word, the juju. Man, I mean, Gree juju. I mean, some people are real superstitious about that, but someone find who's got the voodoo dolls, because every time we get a first round pick that's got some promise, they get hurt. The only one that's been an Iron Man is Jackson Hayes, and he's been a good player, but not an all-star by any means. Some people have every time some kind of potential trade package comes up, you see him involved in it a lot of times. But man, it would be nice to draft one of these top players in the first round and then make it through the entire offseason without getting hurt. But other than that, that's all I have for you. So check, please.